I'm so happy to be here. And actually I am, because Bruce, we can talk now. And as our city manager was saying, we're not done in getting all the answers. Part of not talking is the structure of the city council meetings. Part of the structure is we don't have all the answers yet. Which begs the question, how come we don't have all the answers? And there's been a ribbon cutting ceremony.
Yeah.
What order is this? And the answer is, it's backwards. And if you'll bear with me, it works to our advantage. Typically, there's a developer agreement that is done first. A large industrial customer wants to move to an area. They want something from the community. They want tax breaks, land issues. You're going to negotiate with them to make, as Paul has done this many, many times, he helped us understand that typically the developer agreement happens first, and whether they decide they're going to come to your community at all, because they've got jobs that they're going to bring, there's going to be economic development, they want something, and there's this negotiation that happens.
Carrot.
Right. The
Carrots, yeah.
Well, in this case, and if it all gets worked out, then they buy the property and everything moves forward. Well, this didn't happen that way. Because they got an opportunity to buy an expensive building for really cheap that had water rights with it, they bought this building. And so where we are is, while we don't have answers, they've already made the commitment. What we have the opportunity to do is say, well, you guys, you have to pretty much do what we would like you to do. Not all, because it's a relationship. We're, as a community, making a relationship with them. So next, geology. One of the things you need to understand is geology. Drought, aquifers, surface water. Most wells that are on people's yards that are they're outside the city, that are drying up, that's surface water. Surface water moves, it comes and goes. Councilmember Burns was real helpful in helping me understand, because he's been out in the forest and knows a lot about surface water, which does come and go. Aquifers, the water takes decades to get down into there. Aquifers here are not alluvial aquifers like when you go down to the valley, from Reading down to Bakersfield. There's this mountains on the side, this big, wide valley, and there's a lake under it. It's flat and it's all over. Here, that's not that way. We have volcanic tubes that fill up with water. Go 50 feet in one direction, go down 800 feet and hit one of those, and the pressure is so much it'll fill up 200 feet. Go 50 feet the other way, you won't hit it at all. The aquifer that their well is on is called Big Springs. We can track it two fundamental ways. And by the way, its effects on drought affecting it is nowhere near as much as, and I would say virtually none, because we're talking 100-year cycles of water instead of 2, 6, 8, 10 years. Now that's the hydrologist part. That we were going to get the CH2M Hill hydrologist. We've met with them a couple times. We're getting more information so we understand better about that. Yes, Paul?
Can I interrupt and say, this information, we're pleased to say, we got just last week. We've FOIA'd the county to get information, and we're having good conversations that, hey, if this information was public at one point in time, please put it on your websites, because we want a win-win, ideally, in terms of governmental relations. They're the lead agency. They're responsible. This is their project. We want them to have a very transparent approach. And if we are now reading this information that we got last week and starting to study it and see this information that Jeff's describing, everyone should. And so we're somewhat confident. Talked to Ed Valenzuela yesterday, and I think he agreed. Greg Plucker agreed. You all, several of you went to their meeting. That was a great thing. because I was with Greg on the phone, and he said, hey, you know, I've been directed by my county board to get the questions and provide the answers. And now we're asking them to elevate it one level higher. Well, put everything you got under one category on their website. Anyway, I just wanted to underscore that because as Jeff's describing this, we want to underscore it. We're just getting this information and it's enlightening. But everyone should get it. You know, sorry.
Yeah. Can that happen? At what point can that become public knowledge? Because we're doing our own well testing now. You understand that?
I'm hoping.
Right? And we're on the Big Springs. We're testing. We believe all those homes out there are on that aquifer.
I doubt it.
I know you do.
And
I understand.
the only reason I doubt it is because CH2M Mill, one of the largest engineering firms on the planet, who's not going to risk ruining their reputation over a small client in way northern California, did studies back when Dan on and Co came in and is in the process of doing studies when they went to buy it, because if a company's going to buy something, they're going to go, well, what is it that I'm buying?
I think
really
we should all ask that they put it on next week. You know,
Yeah.
because again, these are mostly public documents.
Yeah, I know. The answer even is I think we can get these.
99,
I don't think
2006.
there's a problem with it. I mean, the county gave it to us, right? So
Right.
does
So now we
That
have a
makes it
public
public.
It's public,
document.
yeah.
Do we have to go
You've now
request it from
asked
them?
for it,
Yeah.
and we're going to give it to you. So we'll probably by the end of the day give you what we have from them. Again, what we want is for them to be in the lead. And I can be this casual in saying you can have it because nothing we're seeing is proprietary, confidential information. They would have been smart to have it
Right up front.
out there right from the beginning. And not saying that we're always smart, far from it, but